Rocky Mountain air smells a lot like freedom. Northwest Liberty News.
Hi, this is James White once again for Northwest Liberty News, and I am joined by a familiar face here who's been on the broadcast probably more than anyone. It's my good friend Michael Volpe, who's an author, a writer, and an investigative reporter. And he's actually a 4 or 5 time author, and you can find out all about Michael at michaelvolpe.substack.com. And he's been on here talking about family court, CPS. He's done work on false imprisonment for folks. Sandra Gazzini-Rucki, he's followed that case for a long, long time. Recently, one of the cases he was following, unfortunately, the woman in the case passed away. We just got confirmation of that, I think, here since our last broadcast. So, if it's going on, and it's news in family courts, and when people are getting done wrong, Mike Volpe is usually on the spot. So, we're always delighted to have Michael Volpe here on the broadcast. Mike, thanks so much for joining us once again.
Let's get up number 5, the Rucky case. And I think...
Is that Michelle MacDonald? Michelle MacDonald Unleashed? Okay.
Right. So I think you can find the video that you and I love. You want to go to an hour and 10 minutes even of that video. I think it is somewhere in there. I
don't see the...
there it is. It's like in the middle, underneath, on the second day of trial. It'll say lawyer handcuffed and strapped to a wheelchair. So this video is from 2013, but it is now fresh, and I will explain why.
Hold on here. Wrote their decision. If they suspended. Okay, Michelle MacDonald feels unleashed, a particular feeling given she probably lost.
Keep going. Scroll down a little bit. It's there's going to be one other YouTube video.
There's no videos at all. There's no videos at all linked into this whole article at all. It's just a photo of a judge, Judge David Knutson. Yeah. Did I get the wrong? Did you send me the wrong?
Yeah, no. If you scroll down, there should be. It is on mine.
There's no YouTube videos. There's some blue links. There's some hyperlinks, but it's to wrote in their decision. It's hyperlinked.
All right, we'll if you can't find it, that's all right. So on September 11th, 2000.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
September 11th, 2013, during the middle of a custody case in front of Judge David Knutson between David Rucky and Sandra Gazzini-Rucki, during a break, Sandra Gazzini-Rucki's attorney, Michelle MacDonald, was detained, held in the back, thrown into a wheelchair, then wheeled back in and forced to conduct part of that trial handcuffed to a wheelchair. And you will be stunned to learn that as of about a week ago, Michelle has lost her license as a result of this incident. She can no longer practice law because many different things. The judge then accused her of not zealously representing her client. She got suspended. Then she went on a radio interview and she said that there was no process. Didn't say due process. That's what she meant. There was no process during this hearing, and the judge was listening, and there was a second complaint filed. And this interview was in 2018. They didn't do anything until late 2020. They held a hearing in 2021. They suspended her indefinitely because you cannot impugn the character of a judge. She didn't even mention this guy by name. She tried to get her license back. The Minnesota Supreme Court, of which she has run for, said, no, we're not giving you your license back. So as of now, she doesn't have her law license. And this is the system going out of its way to try to protect this guy, Knutson. He not only directed, this is Dakota County, Minnesota, the sheriff's deputies to detain her, put her in a wheelchair, but then made her conduct part of the trial handcuffed to a wheelchair, then ruled completely against her client. He did all of that. Obviously, there's no way to defend that. So what does the system do? They use its machinations to blame Michelle, to throw dirt at her to keep it away from him. And of course, the Minnesota media goes along. You can go look it up. What they do is they quote from the bar, what the bar found, that she impugned the integrity of the judge. Most of the people writing articles in Minnesota have no idea any of the stuff that actually happened. They're just looking at the decision and quoting from it. And now you've got an article, and it looks like Michelle is out of control. And here's what you need to know about Michelle. She had a law license for 20 plus years in 2013 when she took on the Rucky case. She had no problem. She was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. She never had any kind of bar complaints, nothing. Now she was into, you're like this. In 2014, she was stopped for suspicion of DUI. She would later blow a 0.0, and somehow they convicted her of obstruction of justice. She's been suspended for her law license twice. Now it's suspended indefinitely. That all has happened since she took on that one case. Don't tell me that's a coincidence. They continue to cover it up, but as a result of their cover up, it gives more opportunities for the truth to come out as well, and that's what we're doing here. So that's the latest update in the Rucky case. It's just, it never ends. They will continue to go after these people because they have so much to hide in this case.
Oh, yeah, that's how it is, man. You cover up, it just continues.